Darlene.
We're actually starting. Yeah. All right. Welcome, everybody. We are on the 4th week of our Thrive in 5. Again, congratulations on showing up every day and making your health a priority. You all know that this is a lifestyle shift. And the best part of it is that you are not doing it alone. We have a wonderful community here, and thank you so much for participating in our Facebook group. There's been a lot of good vibes and support and recipes and encouragement and a lot of inspiration. It's been an incredible experience for us to be here walking this journey with you. So I'm sure by now you've picked up some new habits, some good, healthy habits. And we're excited that you've joined us tonight because we're here with you every step of the way. So we got a couple of questions to get us going. First question I want to ask you all, what new challenges or obstacles have you encountered this week? What new challenges or obstacles have you encountered this week? I can actually start because I did have Saturday. I was an organizer for a pickleball tournament and it was a long day for me and very stressful. And I did not prepare enough food to bring for the event. So I ended up eating a lot of snack bars. I think I ate like 4 snack bars just to get me through. Even if I had a really full breakfast and I thought that should last me, the event just lasted a lot longer than I thought, and it was outdoors and it was very tiring. And yep, it got me through 4 snack bars. Got me through for like 5 hours until I was able to get home. So, lesson for me, prepare. Prepare more food than you think you can eat, especially when you're outdoors. So, how about you guys? Any challenges or obstacles you encountered?
Yeah, I had one this week because over the 4 weeks and the whole thing with the glucose and all that, I have finally pretty much now I have like 3 different types of breakfast, 3 different lunches, 3 different dinners that really fit into the program. They don't spike it real high, so that's pretty good. But it's like, okay, there must be more to life, than those 9 dishes. So the challenge for me right now is to figure out and find some new things that will still fit into the protocol. I mean, I don't feel like I'm, you know, starving or keeping things from me at all. But it would be nice to have, especially if I'm going to start using this with my coaching with other people. Um, you don't want to say, well, there's 9 things that work and the rest of it, who knows? So I want to be able to, have some really good combinations of things that I can recommend.
Excellent. Anyone else? Tess, thanks for being here.
Hey, Tess.
She's
Our
not
question-
talking.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Hi, Tess.
Sorry for
Thanks
being
for being
late.
here. Our first question today is, what new challenges or obstacles have you encountered this week? Anyone can pop in and share.
Okay, well, I've got one. Last night we took our neighbor out for dinner to a new Italian restaurant that was wonderful. And what I ended, because you can make choices off the menu that are good or not so good. And first of all, the bread that they served with the olive oil was to die for. And the 3 of us shared that. But I ordered a Caesar salad that was about this big. And rather than having croutons in it, it had bread that was like kind of like a belt, a waistband that came around it. It must have been wrapped around something when they baked it. And then they put the romaine and the dressing and all inside. And you could break off pieces of this and use it, instead of croutons. And then I had 3 giant prawns that were with that too. So really, you know, a good dinner, glass of lemon water, doing fine. And then our neighbor had been there once before, and she said, they have a dessert that we have to share. And it was a cannoli, but it was a cigar type cannoli, and it was about this long. There were, what, 2 or 3 pieces to it, Ray? 2, I guess. And on this heavy, heavy, heavy dish that had a depression in it. And so we ordered that. And there was paper between the 2 sections of cannoli. And the guy lit it on fire. And then into this depression, there was nothing, nothing dropped off the cannoli, but there were chocolate shavings. And I mean, this cigar thing was about this big around. And so we shared that. That was wonderful. That wasn't too bad. And then they brought everybody, because they do this when you're finished, after dessert or after your meal, they bring you a shot of limoncello, which is so good. And I hadn't had anything to drink, but I thought, okay, I'm drinking that because I really like that. So once in a while, when we are out someplace, we have to make choices, and we can make, like, I could have said no to the cannoli, but I didn't want to. And I could have said no to the limoncello, but I didn't. And once in a while, things like that are okay. You just have to remember the next day or the day before or that day earlier, you know, that if you may have something like that we run into, that we make adjustments for it, shall we say.
Or have an
No,
herbal
it's-
back.
it wasn't a cannoli, right?
That too. It
was
what?
okay. So what was the challenge, Barb?
The challenge was I
Not
gonna
having
eat?
2 cannolis?
It was so good.
Do you like anchovies on your Caesar salad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. The hardest part is filleting those little suckers. They're so hard to.
You know, usually there were 3 on my salad, and that's what comes with it unless you decline it. But they were really good too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about Tess? Any challenges, obstacles this week?
Not really, because I told you before that I prepare all the salad that I have. I saw it from Facebook, so I followed it. You need to put it on a jar. It's just like a rainbow, like that. So I don't have any problem eating that at nighttime because I bring my smoothie, and then in the morning there's a little, because maybe I was tired eating the chia seed with the pudding. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes I don't want to eat anything. So, but I'm good with that. I'm good for the week. So
Hey.
something like that.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Tess. When you eat, because I've seen those salads in a jar and they look really good. Do you eat it out of the jar? Do you dump it onto the plate, or what do you do?
You need to dump it to the plate because
Okay.
you need to put the dressing under on the
Ah,
bottom because
Okay,
it will
okay.
not get saggy.
That makes me feel better. Yeah.
And then put it all together on the plate. Of course, it's big. It's a lot. The first time that I put the cabbage, lettuce on under the plate, on the bottom of my plate, and put all the salad from the jar, and it's
Mhm.
big. My husband said, are you going to eat all of those? But yeah, I ate everything because there's I put from the bottom, of course, the dressing, and then I put the chickpeas, the cucumber, pepper, tomato, and I put the beets on the top. It's really good
Oh,
because the
it
combination.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
I love it. Maybe next week I'm going to try another set of whatever I can put.
Tess, can we ask you a favor and take a picture of that and post
Oh yeah,
it
I have a
on-
picture, but I forget.
Ah,
I
because
can.
that would be-
I still have one for tomorrow. Maybe I can.
Oh,
show.
awesome. Yeah, it would be nice
I'll
if you
see you
post
later.
it.
Any
Or-
particular brand?
No, the one that I use is all just like organic chickpeas. Not really particular, but I
Okay.
use avocado oil and just lemon and salt and pepper for my dressing. Mhm.
Yeah, it's interesting. I love chickpeas, and I found out chickpeas spike for me,
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
and they're not supposed to.
Huh.
Wow.
Do you think that will change down the line?
I don't know.
Huh.
They don't bother me, maybe.
I'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyone else? Lou, go ahead.
I went to lunch at a place called Rhett's with a friend of mine I hadn't seen in a year, and she's a wonderful Shackley member. And I had shrimp, coconut shrimp, fried shrimp, and coleslaw and French fries. I didn't eat all the French fries, and so for dinner I had a shake,
Good choice.
Good one.
and I did some walking. So yeah.
Good for you.
It was her birthday, so
Oh,
that was
that's
important.
pretty. That really looks
Pretty.
pretty.
It is.
Looks like a
Yeah.
rainbow.
Okay, now what are the layers?
You're muted, Tess.
So the dressing under chickpeas, cucumber, I put the black beans, tomato, and corn, and then on the top is the beets. Yep.
Oh, very
Mhm.
good.
You want to eat that salad?
It's
Yeah.
good. It's really good. Maybe you can do different things.
Well, we've got some bowls that are about like so that we had gotten, I know, some master's thing that had gone on in Pleasanton, and they gave us each our bowl to take home with us. And it was where you made your own bowl. And so when I do things like that, I will layer, like I usually start with the lettuce, the whatever greens on the bottom, and then I layer the other stuff on top of that and then put it out. And then each of us adds, I usually use a cilantro dressing or something like that, and Ray'll use something else, and we'll mix it all up then. And it usually is enough for lunch the next day too. Because it's a lot of food.
Wow. All right, Dean,
Put
you
all
have
that in the blender, you can make a shake out of it too.
You could.
you have another question for us, Dean?
Yes. What kind of, now that we're this is week 4 of the whole 5-week program. So a lot of things have happened and hopefully a lot of changes have happened. But what changes have you noticed recently in either the way you feel, maybe the way you're sleeping, just regularity? I mean, anything that is a little different or better, hopefully, than what it was. So what kind of changes have happened recently for you? Julie?
Oh, well, for me,
I'll throw
I
you
just
under the
feel
bus.
so much more mindful because, I love the tracker, as everyone knows by now. And so, that just keeps my mindset on the things that I want to do every day. I have a great goal of having 3 cups, of making sure you're eating 3 cups of vegetables every day. That's a great goal. And I love that. And it keeps me mindful of my sleep. Water, I'm really good about, but still, it's something that you have to be intentional about. So I feel great. I mean, I just really am working on some healthy habits, creating some new habits, and seeing some changes in my own self. So I'm having a blast. I'm loving this community. I think being a leader and being a part of this is, anytime you teach something, you learn more than the people that are learning. So I really agree with that. So.
Good answer.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, I just want to share because I feel that I have a lot of strength when I'm walking, because Darlene told me, add your weights when you're walking. So I use the 3-pound weights that I'm using. So when I'm walking, I don't feel like I'm so tired. I have a lot of strength. And then the good thing is when I go to sleep, I just sleep like a baby. I woke up like 5 o'clock. I said, maybe I'm tired, but I'm rested. It's really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I feel that strength.
That's exciting.
Let me ask you guys, have anybody besides me tried a weighted vest? Which I think they're now calling it rucksacking is the current term for it. But yeah, I haven't used mine recently, but I did when I first got it, I was using it more, and literally it's a vest with, you can either get them certain weights, or like the one I have has little pockets in it that you can put these 1 pound weights in all the way around. And you can put it in anywhere from 2.5 pounds up to 40 pounds. And so wearing that vest with weights in it, frees up your hands too. So if you are out walking and, it's like, okay, what do I do with this weight? Throw it at the dog or something. No, your hands are freed up just in case you need it. But being able to adjust the weights and everything, that's something worth looking into anyway. I enjoy it. I just need to do it more.
Another thing, Dean, along that same line, when Ray had hip replacement surgery years ago, his therapist gave him ankle weights to use, and he used to walk with those. I don't remember if I ever walked with them or not, but that's another thing that you can do if you have light ankle weights, because even though they're light, depending on how far you're walking, it really works on your legs.
Yeah, those are usually like 2 to 4 pounds, and they make some of those that have the little things you can insert to increase the weights.
Ah,
But if you want to, if you want a workout that'll kick your core and your hip flexors and your quads, put on ankle weights and just start doing high knee lifts,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
like marching in place. Oh my goodness.
I would do leg raises.
Yes, that too. Oh yeah.
I have wrist weights that where you can put, the little partial pound things in, and they Velcro onto your wrists, and I've used them, and they've been very effective.
Yep.
That might be simpler than carrying weights, because I've got 3-pounders too, like Tess, and those would be the simplest to use rather than something heavier.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they make, I forget the name of them now, but heavy hands, I think they're called, but they're the weights that have, there's sort of a grip on them. You can put your hand through it, so your fingers are a little less involved. But those wrist weights, if you want a killer cardio workout, put on some wrist weights and start doing shadow boxing, or the speed bag. Just start doing that with those wrist weights, and in 60 seconds, your heart rate's going to be up to 150. I mean, it's incredible because you're using little muscles that aren't used to doing cardio. So it really kicks it up fast.
Excellent. Anyone
Those are
else?
changes.
Lou?
She didn't have anything.
In great
You're-
shape.
you're mute.
I'm in
Okay.
great shape. I've been, like I said, I've been walking and around here. So yeah, I'm in good shape, and I'll be playing more golf, and of course the pool will be open, but that's not for a couple months. But yeah, basically everything's good. Thank you.
Good, good.
Lou, I just wanted to let you know, for whatever reason on your headset, when you come off mute, it takes about 3 seconds for the sound to actually come out to us. So there is a little bit of a delay when you come off mute. Just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Me,
so don't let it happen again.
definitely me, my pants are fitting better. I've
Ooh,
lost an
good.
inch and a half. The pounds are very slow. I'm down like 5 pounds since we started, but it's sustaining. It's not like going up and down, so I feel
How about
good.
inches? Inches.
Inches, an inch and a half on my waist
Oh,
and an inch on my chest area.
yep.
So
Yeah, I'm
good.
down 6 inches in my waist.
Wow.
Woohoo!
Jeez,
I
that's
wore a new
great.
pair of shorts today, and they're still sliding down because unfortunately all the weight I lost was in my butt. So they're still like sliding off. So it's like, oh man,
Men have that problem.
Oh my goodness.
I know. So I'll have to start like putting Velcro on my skin or something, and
I think you can get those pads. You can get butt pads.
or wear suspenders with my underwear, that kind of
There
thing.
you go. There you go.
I'm on the rebounder for 15 minutes. 10 minutes is supposed to be equivalent on your body to 10,000 steps. And I'm doing 15 minutes. Plus Abby and I walk every day, twice a day.
Good for you, Ray.
That's
Good for
great,
you.
Ray.
Awesome.
Julie, you have another question for us?
Well, I want to talk about motivation and talk about finishing strong. We have 1 week left in our program, which it's not over when it's over, but we have 1 week in the program. And just curious as to what is keeping you motivated? What is keeping you getting up every day and wanting to continue to do these healthy habits and keep going? Just curious. Anybody wants to share their mindset or motivation?
Lou?
Ooh, say that again.
Can you hear me now, Dean?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I guess it's just when I decide to do something and it becomes a habit and it becomes easier to do what we've been doing. So and it's great to have the group to have sort of accountability also with. So
Mhm.
thank you. Mhm.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Well, her pants falling off is a good motivation. Also, I thought about that, the words habit forming usually are with things that you don't want, but in this case, habit forming is a good thing with all these.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Ray, did you have something?
I was just saying that results are really important, that you see some results of what you're doing. That's motivation. If you're going through this and you see no results, then you have to say, am I doing something wrong, or is this just not working for me? So results, I think, that's what would motivate me. Whether it's inches, pound, energy, mindset, whatever it is.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's maybe not necessarily weight, but it could be inches. It could just be how you feel.
Sure.
I mean, if you're feeling better, or like what Tess said, you're sleeping better, or you feel stronger. Boy, that's a huge motivation to me. That's something I'm motivated by strength, getting stronger.
Excellent.
And
That's
kind
one of
a
the things
reverse.
too, why we've changed up the questions every week.
Uh-huh.
Trying to, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, I have been sleeping better, just kind of bring that up for people.
And a reverse thing that I have noticed too is we have quite a number of friends and even some family around us that we see often who've chosen not to do the things that we have all chosen to do, who are not well. And to know that we can keep doing what we're doing that have gotten us to the point where we are and stay well and not have to deal with some of that stuff is really motivating for me.
That's huge, Barb. That's probably the biggest, really the biggest motivator. I didn't even mention that, but I'm glad you did, because there's so many people that are in such bad situations and disease and health. And, we know what we've been doing has just been, that makes such a big difference in our health. We know that from where we are now into the future and where we want to go. So that is a big
Yeah, like I've always said, I would rather be 80 and feel like 50 than 50 and feel like 80.
Oh, of course.
Those friends of ours that they're not in the best shape, or they're really, things are happening. I mean, you just got to love on them, but you still want to just like jack slap them and say, come on. I mean, get it, we're trying to help, but you can't, but you do feel like it.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Rick?
Well, for me, I think what's been motivating me is just the fact that I just generally feel better. And because I'm feeling better, I'm more focused. My focus is more, I'm thinking about it when I wake up in the morning. I'm thinking about it in the evening. When I'm, at that point in the evening where it's like 9 o'clock and I think I'd sort of like a snack, I'm reaching for something healthy. It's either, small portion of walnuts or, a few grapes or a snack bar. So I've been diligent in that way. And, I've been focused like this week. I've been out a lot helping friends, take care of some of their water damage and so forth. So my meal schedule was somewhat off. So I had to really focus on what I was going to eat and making the right choices, and it's been easier to do that.
Excellent.
That's really good.
My motivation is I have labs in 3 months, so I want to keep doing this and really I want to see the results in numbers, not
Yes.
just also how I feel. I want to, like, seeing the actual proof in numbers. It's going to be so gratifying.
Yeah, I get my blood work done again next month, and yeah, I'm ready to see that A1C number get down below 6. No.
Excellent.
Awesome. That's great.
Anyone
Great,
else?
everybody. Congratulations on all that you're doing, and how you're feeling, the habits that you're creating, and your motivation to keep going, because we got one more week and then we want to keep this going. It's a lifetime. It's a lifestyle, and it's a lifetime. It's a journey. There'll be some times that you'll step backwards and move forward. But as long as you just keep moving forward, and like Rick said, is if we know where we want to be and we keep focused on the different things that will make us healthy, we're doing it. So congratulations.
Excellent. Anyone else? All right. So we're going to close this out by, Lou, you want to say something?
I have been, I did the Nidra thing and then this one, and I've been very proud of myself because with the exception of the snack bars or my apples at night, organic apples, I haven't touched any sweets. So I'm very grateful for that.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, so that's good.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up. Again, congratulations, everyone. We have a big announcement. We have another group coming up on starting May 5th, and we want to invite everybody to join. Bring a friend. We have another informational Zoom on Monday, April 21st at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Bring as many people as you can. Let them hear about the program that we've been doing and the results that a lot of people, all of us have been experiencing, and bring this gift of health to our friends, our neighbors, our loved ones, our family members. So we encourage you to invite a friend and share this gift of health. So anyone else, any questions, anything you want us to post for next week, let us know. Give us as much feedback as you can, and let us know how we can continue to improve on our Facebook community. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
evening.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.